gangs, prostitution, Johns.
It's like alcohol and substance abuse.
Poverty, the breakdown of the family.
There's nothing else for kids.
Most of the house is boarded up.
Stuck on social services.
Where it's hard to get ahead.
The economy of an inner-city community is like a rusty bucket. Millions of dollars flow into the inner city every year. It goes for rent and welfare payments, spending on schools and social service agencies. But the money doesn't stay. It drains out through the holes in the rusty bucket. The inner city's future depends on plugging those holes by hiring local people to meet local needs. This is called community economic development.
My name is Keith Summers. I work for First People's Security Co-op. They've trained me for 12 weeks for the security course.
First People's Security Cooperative grew out of a local volunteer community project. With support from agencies such as Seed Winnipeg, the Assiniboine Credit Union, and the Aboriginal Centre, it has grown into a professional security service. Ron Desjardins is the co-op's manager.
Full-time. We have a force of 24 trained guards. We work in the inner city, the north end, and we do the usual contract out of town like concerts and the reserves. Most of them were on social assistance, so most of them are off now.
Wayne Helgeson was president of the board of directors of the Aboriginal Centre when First People's Security was getting off the ground.
They come with a different approach. I mean, I think that's why we use them at all of our events, is because they seem to be able to handle things a lot better than external types of security mechanisms. And so we both benefit. They benefit by obviously getting some employment.
And these developments build on each other. When Keith Summers started working for First Peoples, he was living in a small inner-city apartment.
It's not a civil place for a little girl to grow up in. That's why I had moved out of that apartment block.
One of the places that Keith provided security to was Payuk Intertribal Co-op. It is an inner-city apartment building owned by the people who live there.
I noticed all the people that were coming in weren't under the influence. The philosophy behind Payuk was that it was a place for children and women to come that would not be abused. So that's the reason why I picked this place.
Keith is now a member of the co-op's board of directors. Keith and First Peoples have helped to plug the inner city's rusty bucket in a number of spots. He's working. Inner city agencies that use First People's Security know that the money they spend on security will stay in the inner city. And when Keith makes his monthly co-op housing payments, that money stays in the inner city as well.
This is a great place. If you need some assistance, you feel stressed out, why don't you go over there? The kids can play in the play area. You can just have a coffee, get a little respite.
Dilly Noel is the Assistant Executive Director of the Andrew Street Family Centre. Since 1995, it has been providing a wide range of services to inner-city families.
We have the Moms Helping Moms program. We have the community kitchen. That's where families in the community get together.
And they hire locally. Arlene Niepenak is one of the center's secretary bookkeepers.
Well, it's just down the street from where I live, so it's pretty close. My daughter attends William White School, and I've got everything here. I do my grocery shopping in the community. I buy my clothes from here.
Before coming to work at Andrews Centre, Arlene had been on social assistance and volunteering her time at the school.
I've never done this kind of work before. I handle quite a bit. I do the shopping for the centre. I get the supplies.
Local residents building local services and local enterprises. This sort of common sense is the heart of community economic development.
How long have I been making bannock? I've been making bannock most of my life, since I was about 10 years old.
Lydia has lived in Winnipeg's core area for 28 years.
I started working on Lychee Foods here January '96. And I make bannocks, and I do stocking, and I work in the meat department. I work on the till, cleaning, everything except the office.
Nietzsche Foods is one of the most established examples of community economic development in the inner city.
My name is Elaine Clark. I'm the manager at Nietzsche Foods. It's a workers' co-op. The workers own the store.
The items on the shelves reflect Nietzsche's commitment to plugging holes in the local economy. Wherever they can, they buy goods from local suppliers.
I like shopping here. That's where I get my groceries. It's very important for our community, for people to come around and shop. Monday stays here, yes.
Social service agencies which do business in the inner city have played a positive role in supporting local initiatives. Tom Keane is the executive director of the Mount Carmel Clinic.
Right now, our Ann Ross Day Nursery provides food services to the children attending the Ann Ross Day Nursery, so they purchase from Nietzsche. Our maintenance supervisor, he's done an analysis of the quality and availability, and he's determined that Nietzsche is competitive.
Mount Carmel isn't the only agency which has risen to this challenge. Lasha Schwelug is the chairperson for the Northwest Child and Family Services Council.
Well, we purchase food because there are children that we take into care for a short period of time that are housed, unfortunately, in hotels or in our homes that we have set aside for children. We feel that by funding or buying products in our own community, from a store in our own community, we're supporting that community. And in Nietzsche, in this case, we're supporting them to be able to hire people in the community to be employed.
It takes a conscious effort to switch to a community economic development model.
We have to work at being a little bit more proactive in employing the assets we do have within our own community.
There are many ways that organizations and individuals can stop the flow of resources from the inner city. They range from purchasing from local businesses and hiring local people to more ambitious efforts to help establish new inner city enterprises. We can plug the holes in the rusty bucket. It's up to all of us.
I know there's great strengths in this community, and they just have to have the opportunities to build on those strengths.